Headlines, and for very good reason. The invasion of desert locusts continues to leave trails of destruction in the 7 affected counties. But as the government says it is doing everything it can to contain the situation, Mandera County has been invaded by a new swarm, which is believed to have arrived from Somalia last night. The county says tens of thousands of hectares of crop and grazing land in Lafay and El Wak have been decimated. Ahmed Maulid reports.
Up in the sky, they are moving in their millions at supersonic speed, in coordinated movements. When they perch on a tree, they completely envelop it, making the tree unrecognizable. It only takes a few minutes to completely destroy the tree. For the locals in Mandera, it is do or die mission. They have tried everything, from whistling, hooting, and literally shooing them away, all in attempts to save their livelihoods. This is the new swarm of desert locust that is believed to have arrived in Lafay sub-county last night from Somalia. And as the swarm grows larger, more destructions follows. The county estimates that at least 10,000 square kilometers stretching from El Ram, Lafay, Tamasa to Hareri have been affected.
Tumefahamiwa na hii locust kumetoka upande ya Lafay, and we have been fighting since 3 p.m. up to now, and we can see now it is becoming inakuwa usiku, na tunaona usiku haiendangi ni kama ina settle. Imemaliza mazingira, iko mashamba area hii, mashamba yote imemaliza.
For pastoralists like Abdullahi Mohammed, it's heartbreaking to watch as the locusts consume pasture meant for their livestock. He says the future is bleak because when the locusts leave, a severe drought and food shortages will strike.
Mashamba imemaliza kitambo. Sasa wameanza kukula nyasi ile imebaki. Ya wiki tuliopita ilikuwa inaamuka watu wakapiga kelele, lakini kuanzia jana Juni imekalea hapa.
The county government of Mandera is responding to the problem, but without aerial support from the national government, there is little that can be done.
The issue of controlling this one with ULV or to improve the knapsack sprayers or motorized sprayers is actually practically impossible.
The county is now appealing to the government to provide the much needed support to save the county's food sources. Ahmed Abdi, NTV, Mandera.
And that is why the locust invasion in the country has been described by the Food and Agriculture Organization, FAO, as the worst outbreak in 25 years, has all the writings of a plague. Now, Kenya needs at least 254 million shillings to control the outbreak, although Wajir and Mandera counties say they need 300 million to facilitate aerial spraying. Now, let's see some of the interesting facts on the locusts, which are considered the oldest migratory pests in the world. And yes, first things first, locusts and grasshoppers are very similar, though grasshoppers can only fly for shorter distances. Now, grasshoppers mostly exist within a solitary phase with little to no threat to crops. The most devastating of all locust species is the desert locust, which is the plague we are facing, beg your pardon. And yes, that is what you've seen, the effects, the latest effects in Mandera. They can rapidly reproduce and increase 20-fold in just 3 months. Locust adults can eat their own weight every day. That is about 2 grams of fresh vegetation per day. That's how you poorest countries, and potentially damage the livelihood of 1/10 of the world's population. The locusts fall squarely on the Ministry of Agriculture's docket, and the operations are meant to be undertaken by the National Locust Units. On January 4th, the ministry employed the main method of controlling desert locust swarms, which is with mainly organophosphate chemicals applied in small concentrated doses by vehicle-mounted and aerial sprayers. Maulid's report showed some of that. Control by natural predators and parasites has not been effective since locusts can quickly migrate from most natural enemies. Now, one of the non-chemical means that has been proposed, and I've heard my director just ask Siwakule Zivitu, is having people prepare the locust as a meal because they are a delicacy in many parts. But this would not be enough to significantly reduce population levels over the large areas affected. You've seen why. The swarms all over the country, 7 counties affected so far. We certainly hope that this plague comes to an end. And yes, perhaps one of the